Welcome back everybody to another episode of Banished. It's me, Vapor. And for those of you in America that celebrated Independence Day yesterday, belated Happy Independence Day. The first thing we're going to talk about is the farms just outside the castle walls. As you'll remember at the end of the last episode, we only had these ones. I've done some work kind of off camera, and we've added some more kind of, I think these are orchards, yeah, more orchards in. And we've also extended the irrigation system, or should I say we've completed it to a degree. I don't think we'll be adding any more to it right now. In fact, I'm going to pause the game because it's autumn and all the trees are going to die soon. So we've got the irrigation system coming in and out of the various fields and orchards. So on this side it's orchards, and it comes up here, goes underneath the road obviously, and goes through the fields that we've got over here. They've all now got fences on them. We've even gone for a little bit of extra decoration here and just had a couple of orange trees on the outside. I might change them from orange in as that's what we've got there. But I like to have a little bit of grass and kind of bushes around where the water is. And this is obviously for the local people as well, to have their own water for drinking. I think this is mostly done, it just needs all those little finishing touches that I like to do. And I was just thinking about this here as well. It's one of probably my finest moments in this series so far is this little dock area. I think we're going to put something on this side as well to kind of, maybe some cranes just to kind of lift onto the boats, because we've got a lot of farm stuff here. And I'm pretty sure, which one does it come under? Actually it'll come under the decorative one. And is any of these food? No. Oh, well, that's a pity. I was going to have stacks of like oranges and stuff, never mind. But I'll put something there anyway to do with that. I've also put a lot of the clear roads down, so that's under the new grassy roads and the final one here. And I've put them down all the way along the front here, just a little bit here, and a little bit here at the moment. And the idea is I want to wipe out some of these trees apart from the other oasis that I will create, because it's a desert and there's just far too many trees. I mean, look at it, it's lush as anything. It just wouldn't happen. So I will do most of that off camera, because yeah, that'd be incredibly tedious to watch, I would think. Although I could record some of it and do like a tiny 1 minute time lapse, and just so you can watch the hundreds of builders just come in and start doing it, because that might be quite funny to watch. So I might do that. We've put a tunnel in here, just because people were coming out of here and they were crossing the mountain, they were doing the same here. As soon as I put this tunnel and road in, you get the odd person coming this way, but now everyone can run through quite easily, and it's just kind of fitting. What have we done here? We've done a few more bits. So the stockpile we had that was somewhere here, I've kind of transferred to here, but into separate stockpiles, because inside the castle you need somewhere to put your stuff. So we've got our wood, we've got our fuel, and I think stone, yeah. The only thing I encountered here, and obviously some of the stuff I'm trying is kind of in tests, I can't remember if Kraljug said or not, but the edge ghost wire fence at the moment, there's no little trash bin here, and if you try to remove it with the regular removal tool, which is this one, nothing happens. But hopefully that one will get picked up and fixed. I can't remember, like I say, if Kraljug is aware of it, although we've left a piece missing there. So while we're here, let's go into the right menu, that might help. And just put in that missing piece. There we go. Also here we've put in the rest of the lights. I kind of like this, I think it looks interesting, slightly different. The only problem is it wasn't even, so I had to put two in the middle and I kind of had to leave a gap here. If I could have put like a tree on the, I don't know, kind of give Kraljug more work, but if there was an edged tree I could have probably got away with putting a tree in here or something, but that would have to take up 2 squares as well, but it doesn't matter. No problem. I can live with that, I think. Also, I've put the grass in the front of these as well. This one still needs the squares. A little bit of decoration again. Probably bushes, which we're in autumn, so what are the bushes looking like at the moment? Yeah, they're starting to change colour a little bit, I think, so I'll wait until spring before we do that. But for this hospital, I just... call me a little bit morbid. I kind of found it funny to put some gravestones at the back of it. Yeah, that's my warped humour. And finally, the last thing I did was put a chapel in here, because although I know this building does kind of hold it, it's not what it's meant to do, is it? So I'm going to put a little bit of a graveyard in this area. It kind of leaves here left, so I don't know if I'm just going to put houses in there at the moment. We still got this area out here as well. It's a little bit, I'm not too sure. I think once we've kind of finished this, we're going to do that next. Then we're just going to kind of move around clockwise and we'll come through here. We'll come back round to kind of this area and the fields again. I might put more fields in here. I'm not too sure yet. And then we'll swing back round and we'll finish and then we'll get back to where we started. And then we'll move on to something else. That is the plan. If I deviate from it, please leave a comment and tell me off. Because that is what I have a tendency to do. So, I think first off, we should put in the graveyard. Oh, and I noticed this abbey as well. I might put this in somewhere. Not too sure yet. Because I don't know if it needs actual kind of like the stuff that you would forage from. So I don't know quite how it works. I've never used it. But we might try it. So transparent, fenceless. We got ghost fences and ghost walls now. So we could probably go with the transparent one, and we can put our own kind of coloured road underneath it. I'm tempted to put this behind. It's going to leave maybe a square for a road. Let's make sure there's room for a road to go around that wall there. That might do. I think that's it, isn't it? I think it's placed in. I don't think they actually have to build anything. I can't remember. Although it is kind of saying there is some construction required, so yeah, it shouldn't take long. Just a little bit of stone, really. Put that in there. Might run the road not all the way around the entire wall. Just in some places, I think it kind of needs it. I don't think we can go behind that now. Need to remove that little piece. And we will do a double sandstone road going up here. I might use some more of these coloured ones. I don't use them often enough. Let's put the speed back to normal. I'm still kind of trying to get used to them, I think. That's the problem. So once that's built, what I'll do is I will put the squares on it so I can kind of see where it is, and we'll put the wall around the side of it as well. Let's have a quick look, because we're still buying some seeds and things. So we haven't quite got enough for our orchards. Let's shoot up here. At least I don't think I've bought any more. Figs, pecans. Have we got pecans? Figs, apricots. Okay, we haven't put pecans in yet, so we can do that one. 2 people. Hold on, 2, 2, 2, and 2. Perfect. So hopefully we'll start getting some stuff from these. I don't know how much. Oh wow, quite a lot of oranges. Don't think these two have been in long enough. No, how are the apples doing? Not too bad. Let's have a see. 31%. The population's definitely gone up, but I have added a lot more kind of homes and things. I think here would definitely be a good place to put some more homes once we get around to it, but that's not the part we're at yet. I was kind of looking at this again. I'm not too sure. I like it, but does it look slightly out of place? I mean, I could do one this side as well, but I don't know. I think I might remove it and put some market stalls or something here. I don't know. I'm not too happy with it. I don't know why. It just, yeah, it's just bugging me a little bit. So we'll do a double road here anyway, because definitely had that. What kind of length is that? 9. Take it to about there, wouldn't it? Yeah. Let's tweak it and kind of keep it very similar looking. And that road will be the second going through. We don't need to remove one of those. And cancel, cancel, cancel. Yeah. I don't know if I just want to put bushes around here or not. I'm not sure yet. Okay, they're still doing that. I think here we'll have some nice gardens at the front. What about if we just do the odd little kind of piece here? Maybe 3. Just have some benches or something. Something like that. And probably have the roads coming off here to kind of go around the back to the graveyards and whatnot. There's a little door there. Have they built this yet? Not quite. So I think if we put some, and I've fallen in love with these hardwood benches because I think they just look a little bit more regal, a little bit nicer. So we'll chuck a couple of them in. And probably some lights as well, even though they have absolutely no purpose. I still think they look quite nice to have. I don't know. What the hardest bit is, since we made Freckleston, we kind of did a lot of stuff we'd not done before. So we had a lot of new ideas, so to speak, and not now. That's the problem. I hate repeating myself with things, so I'm trying to, with what we've got, do some different pieces here and there. And that's the toughest part, because I don't like, say, repeat too much. Here we go. Oh man, don't need animals yet. Not yet. In another episode. Right, they've built it because there's just random people standing around. It's perfect. So what we need to do, I don't know if we can pin it and keep it there. Some things like to stay, some not so much. I could just put the fence around it, couldn't I? There's the ghost fence. Oh, actually we might use the wall, the original style wall. Is that the edge one? Yeah. That's within the bounds of it, isn't it? It's really hard to tell. Let me see if I can run a dirt road around the side. And then that way, I know exactly where it is. Okay, so it's completely in there. That makes it life a little bit easier, and I can remove that once I'm done. I could go with a nicer wall, but I think we'll go with the original one. Which is that one, isn't it? Yeah. I don't think I needed the edge piece for this really, but I like it when it's touching the actual road itself. Oh, nice. Let's forget about this one. That's a nice gravestone. I don't think I've seen that one before. Not that I tend to spend too much time looking at the graveyards in this game, but that does look like a fairly nice piece. There. That shouldn't overlap, should it? At least I don't think it will. The gate. What have we got? Actually, I might just have this coming in from one side. I know it's a ghost wall, so people will just naturally walk through them anyway, but I think I might only have the one path coming this way. Once I can see. This could come into the gardens, maybe. Decisions, decisions, decisions. Yeah, we'll have some little kind of garden going on here. I think we'll go back to using one of my favourite things here, and that's this flowered kind of hedge piece. And I don't think it has a double one for going over the path, unfortunately. Although, how tall is that? Okay, it's a lot taller. Never mind. I think. Bear with me a second. We're going to need the edge piece here, aren't we? But if we go with the... Is that the thing? Oh, that's the thing to drop it down, and use that one, the smaller edge piece, just to kind of give it a little bit more of a feature. Because otherwise it's just going to look a bit straight. And kind of just abrupt, so to speak. I think we will continue that road right to here. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to make these impassable. So people will need to get around. If they want to kind of cut through, they might find it quicker to go that way. May as well do this. Oh no, I don't think it works straight away, does it? I think I have to wait. We'll see what happens. Patience, Vapor. Patience. What happens if I do it on that one? Yeah, I think once they've started building it, I think you can do it. I think if you try it any other time, it doesn't quite work. It's kind of doubling up the work they have to do, unfortunately. But they do it fairly quick. I don't need that selected anymore, do I? Let's see what's going on up here. So if we carry on with this, now I can see a little bit more of the wall. So I'm blind as a bat. There we go. So there, that might leave maybe one or two pieces in the middle missing. But we can kind of pick up on that afterwards. I'm not sure what colour we should put there, whether we should just put grass. Actually, let me know in the comments what you think. Should we leave it as sand, or... because we got all these different ones. And I can't use road, so it has to be one of these different ones. I don't think marsh is going to look very well, not the swamp. You might get away with the country square. Pasture square might work. I think if we're going to do anything, it might end up just being the normal grass one. But yeah, let me know what you think, because I'm a little bit undecided on that one, to be honest. Okay, here we go. I've got to be kind of careful what I'm doing here. Make sure I do it right. I'm not going to do another maze like I did in the last series, but we'll make some nice gardens within here. I mean, the prestige is here, I guess, but still. What church are they going to go to? Obviously this one, so... if they're giving nice enough donations, this church will be very nice. I mean, I want the whole kind of castle innards, so to speak, to actually be fairly rich, or affluent, or whatever word you choose. Because I just think it makes more sense. Like, all the rich people are going to be protected, aren't they? I missed a couple of pieces there. Yeah, I've missed one piece there. Okay, let's fix that. Well, that reminds me as well, I'm yet to say thank you to him. But John bought me, this is John Kennington for those of you that don't know, but he bought me try that again, Stardew Valley. I'm going to have fun trying to say that if I make a series. I've not yet accepted it on Steam, but it is there. So that's a game that once I learn how to play it, because I don't know if I just don't want to start playing it straight away, because from the things that I've seen about it, it seems to be like, I don't want to call it unforgiving, but if you do it wrong, you're going to cause yourself some problems from the get-go. I don't know, it depends what you guys think, whether or not I should just jump straight in. It's not going to be much of a kind of a series where I can kind of point people in the right direction, unfortunately. Have I completely wiped them out? I have. Yeah, so when I get a little bit of time, maybe I'll make a series of that. Crap, I didn't mean to do that. Keep an eye on that, because I clicked it about 4 times by mistake. I also picked up some other games as well. I think Life is Strange was one of them, because I kind of liked playing... oh goodness, what was it called? Firewatch, that was the one. So I thought I'd pick up a few more games out like that. I did pick up another one, but I can't quite remember its name. I'm sure I got 3 games. I don't know what the third one was. Oh, something like YouTuber's Life or something. So he just looked kind of quirky. I don't know if I'm going to make a series of that one, but just I kind of find it funny because it's interesting watching other people play it and kind of comparing it to, especially the bigger YouTubers that play, comparing it to kind of what they're doing and the kind of how their life is kind of dominated by YouTube, because it does if it becomes your job, which it isn't for me at the moment, and may never be, but it yeah, it's quite time consuming. Okay, mostly getting there now. I'm not sure if we should run that right along the back. I think we will. Okay, right, I've gone all the way around. I'm just telling them to replace it to make it all impassable, because I did miss a couple here and there, and obviously we put this in. Quite a lot of them going, so that'll just stop people in general creeping through it. The odd one will squeeze through occasionally. I think that looks quite good. Quite happy with that so far. I think the only thing I can think of doing kind of here is doing these sort of I don't want to call them potted plants, but yeah, these kind of bedded plants I think is probably the better way of putting it. Just around here. It's so weird working in the desert though, that's the strangest part of this. So my natural instinct is just to put tons and tons of like trees and flowers and things like that. But really I've got to do them sporadic, because although they would be around, it wouldn't be easy to maintain them, I wouldn't have thought so. There we go. That'll look quite nice. Once it finishes. Is this any seeds? Nope. Wrong trader. Oh, it's quite warm today, you know. Like, I've got really thick curtains, but I can feel the heat still coming through them. It's supposed to kind of reflect the heat a little bit, but yikes. The heat coming through, and I don't want to put my fan on because the noise is quite irritating. The microphone loves it. It just loves to pick it up and make it even louder than it actually is. Actually, I'm going to leave this episode here. So let me know in the comments about the graveyard. Should we leave it as it is? I'll put some grass. I don't think it looks too bad, but yeah, I think it might need something. That's up to you guys. And again, the same in here. Do we leave this as sand or do we put grass in? I don't want to have too much grass in here, but you know, I kind of like what you guys think. Yeah, I kind of think one thing. I mean, quite a lot of it's grass. We've got this, and this, so I guess it wouldn't harm. But yeah, I prefer to know what you think and see if we've kind of gone in the right direction. But until next time, as always, take care.